مع العلاقات الدبلوماسية هالمرة، واللي هي متينة وبتجمع بين دولة الإمارات العربية المتحدة وجمهورية سييراليون الواقعة بغرب أفريقيا والمطلة على المحيط الأطلسي. وطبعا هالعلاقات المتينة هي أبرز محاور اللقاء يلي أجرته زميلتنا هالة بوعلوان مع سعادة رشيد سيساي سفير جمهورية سييراليون بالدولة.
طبعا اللقاء تناول كذلك استكشاف التاريخ الغني وأيضا الجهود الحثيثة التي بذلتها سييراليون نحو تحقيق السلام، ودور دولة الإمارات في دعمها إنسانيا وتعزيز العلاقات الثنائية بين البلدين. نتابع.
شكرا للزملاء بالاستوديو. بلاد تتمتع بالإيجابية، فرغم التحديات التاريخية التي واجهها هذا البلد تسعى سييراليون دائما إلى المحبة والسلام والتعايش الديني. للتحدث أكثر حول هذه البلاد الجميلة والعلاقات بين سييراليون ودولة الإمارات، بيسعدنا أن يكون معنا اليوم سعادة رشيد سيساي سفير جمهورية سييراليون لدى دولة الإمارات. Good morning, Your Excellency, and welcome.
Good morning, Halla, and thanks very much for having me here.
Pleasure, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, one of the things which caught my attention when I was reading your profile is, apart from your extensive experience in international development and diplomacy, it's the humanitarian side. Actually, it captured my attention a lot, and it's heart-touching. I would love to know about this journey which led to your current role here as the ambassador.
Thank you again, Halla. Very interesting question. I have been in international development for over 2 decades.
Yeah.
And all of that time I've spent in working with people.
Yeah.
People in rural communities, trying to help them to create wealth for themselves, empower them, get access to food, access to water, access to social facilities that normally, under normal circumstances, they will not have. And so I've worked with them to that level, and I thought that having worked with them for over 2 decades, I should be at a level now where I should be able to influence policies, influence actions, that will help them at the top level to trickle down to them down there. And that's how I was interested in becoming a diplomat and an ambassador, so that I can work with international leaders at the international level, global platform, to address issues affecting humanity.
And I believe this is the key of success, when you feel and live what people need and their necessity. And then you are in a position where you can influence and decide in order to help it. So you felt it, you live it, you helped it on the ground, and then now you're deciding to influence that. That's a nice combination, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, one of the things you told me now before we started to memorize your family name, say. So we see and we say. And one of the things which also strikes me always in terms of media and news, despite I am in the media space, is there are stereotypes sometimes for countries, for describing certain continent and all of that. The focus is on certain angles which doesn't give justice to the countries. So what we see is not always what's said. I want to see Sierra-Leone, and I want to hear about Sierra-Leone from your eyes. What is Sierra-Leone?
Perceptions have always affected our thinking and our desire to do things differently.
Yes.
Because we stick to them.
Exactly.
And that's what has affected many countries, and Sierra-Leone is part of that.
Yes.
But I want to tell people that Sierra-Leone is one of the most beautiful countries that you can visit.
Yeah.
It has the best people you can think of. It has natural resources. We have gone through 10 years of civil conflict.
Yes.
But we are at a point today that we are able to share what we've been able to achieve out of that war.
Yes.
We've been able to turn around 360 degrees, to have peace in our country.
Yes.
We have been tolerant, in many ways, religious, gender, in everything. Since the end of the war in 2002, we have been able to organize many successful, peaceful, democratic elections.
Yes.
We just concluded one in June this year,
Yes.
which is actually the second term of the president that we have right now.
Yes.
So what can we talk about? If not peace, we will
Yes.
not be able to achieve that.
Yes.
We have been able to put in systems that will address the human capacity development.
Yes.
We have one of the countries that is investing about 22% of our national budget into education. That's incredible.
Yes.
That's a big number. That's a big investment.
Yes.
In investing in people is the
Yes.
most important investment any leader can make.
Absolutely.
And that's what our leadership, led by the president of Sierra-Leone, has been able to do. And today, we have girls who
Yes.
have enrolled. The enrollment rates have increased because we are providing education for every child in the country, irrespective of where you are in the country.
Impressive.
We provide free education, textbooks are provided,
Yes.
no tuition, school feeding programs
Yes.
are there in schools, which are helping people
Yes.
to go to school.
Absolutely. And I hope, and excuse my ignorance, I hope that the example of Sierra Leone is taught in universities because it's a great example how to tolerate difficult times and challenges. I think forgiveness, tolerance, focus on positivity is the key. And this is what Sierra Leone did after all the historical challenges, and kudos to that.
We have been able to do that in the country, and
Yes.
we have not only stopped there. We are
Yeah.
taking now at the global level,
Yes.
right at the top of the United Nations. Sierra Leone
Yes.
has just been elected
Non-permanent member.
yes.
Congratulations.
And we campaigned on the platform of sharing peace and security.
Yes.
How we are able to achieve that. That's what
Yes.
we are going to share at that platform. At the
Yes.
United Nations Security Council, we will sit there and share.
And this is the second time.
This
you're
is the second
elected.
time in 50
Yeah.
years here we have been
In 50
elected.
years, yeah.
And we had overwhelming support.
Congratulations.
Thank
to
you
that.
very much, Halla.
Very well deserved. Your Excellency, the ties between Sierra Leone and United Arab Emirates, I think it touches several angles. There's the humanitarian element to that. There is the investment element to that. So I would love to know more about these relations between both countries.
We have, since my coming here in 2018, I have worked with the leadership, thank God, to
Yes.
the leadership of this country.
Yes.
They've been able to provide, a lot of humanitarian support to Sierra Leone,
Yeah.
at the peak of the COVID.
Yes.
The United Arab Emirates, through the leadership of this country, provided plane load of protective equipment and other stuff to Sierra Leone to
Yes.
address, the effects of COVID. We are every year, as a Muslim country, wherein we have about 77% of our population there, we get iftar, for underprivileged people in the country. We also have the COVID 100-bed field hospital, that has been donated by His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed
Wonderful.
to Sierra Leone. Those are very important humanitarian support
Yes.
to Sierra Leone. We have also, in the area of investment, whilst we're focusing on humanitarian aspects, we want also to work. We're working with the United Arab Emirates in investing in Sierra Leone on a win-win basis. We have fertile land in Sierra Leone, about almost 6, 7, 8 months of rainfall, in Sierra Leone, with beautiful beaches there. So people can come and invest in those areas. So the United Arab Emirates is trying to invest in the agriculture.
And there were 2 agreements, important ones, right, which were signed?
Very important agreements that have been signed between the two countries. One is the protection of investment.
Wonderful.
One is the avoidance of taxation.
Wonderful.
These are important investment agreements that will actually
course.
provide leverage for investors from both sides of the relationship. Sierra Leoneans can come and invest in the UAE. Emiratis can also invest in Sierra Leone.
Amazing. Your Excellency, any upcoming projects? I know there is an important one with Yas Holding. What else also is that? And what about Yas Holding as well?
Yas Holding is it's a elite agro group. They are investing in agriculture, like I said, in rice production and other high-value crops. Rice production will be mostly for local consumption, but other high-value crops can also be planted there.
Yes.
And then exported to United Arab Emirates or to other countries to increase income for our farmers there.
Yes.
But rice will be the major crop that will be produced for local consumption.
Wonderful. Your Excellency, as a conclusion, combining your background with your current role, every person of us should be a diplomat in order to spread and sell the act of goodness in a genuine way. What's your message to everyone watching us, and what's your message to your colleagues in the diplomatic sector? How can act of goodness influence the role and success, and I think for better humanity?
Halla, more than any time before, now is the time that diplomacy is needed.
Yes.
What is happening around the world today, is a call for action.
Yes.
From every diplomat at the highest level of every country.
Wonderful chatting with you, Your Excellency Rashid Sisay. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you very much, Halla. It's been a honor.
Thank you. وهلأ بنعود لكم زملائنا بالاستوديو.